Welcome. Let me lower the volume. Welcome to this last minute live stream. I was bored. I was like, let me do a live stream and talk shit with people on social media. What's going on, guys? Welcome to all 5 of you. Let me see who's in the chat. Oh, I didn't load this correctly. Of course I didn't. Let me see. Is my mic on? Let me see. No, I gotta play myself. Let me see. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I don't want to turn on the lights high because my eyes. I'm not wearing my glasses, so the lights doesn't have anything to do with it. But it's like I wanted to be for it to be a chill, relax live stream on a Sunday. When decided to just do this last minute and talk about all the drama that is in the DCU. Of course, there's drama in the DCU. It wouldn't be DC if we didn't have any drama going on. What's going on? What? It's night. No, it's 6. It's 6 over here, buddy. Lay. Of course, you coming to hate on everything. You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait to come on. I don't know. Did you come on the last live stream on Thursday? Let me see. Give me 1 second, because I don't. like hearing myself. Okay. Sorry. I don't know who I'm saying sorry to. Practically nobody watching. Nice. All right. So yeah. So I wanted to just like talk about. I was gonna do a couple of clips. I was gonna do a couple of videos, a couple of shorts, because I don't like doing videos. It's time consuming, and I really don't have the energy for it. But you weren't. See, that's messed up, man. But I was gonna sit down and do a couple of shorts talking about Peacemaker, the last episode, people's reaction, or overreaction, and also the future of the DC and some fake rumors going around. And I was like, I was gonna do a couple of clips. So I was like, if I do shorts, then I have to. Oh, actually, talking about shorts, let me record this, because see, instead of me doing shorts, I just record myself talking, on Feather and unedited, and I just clip the shorts and upload them. When I do, for some reason, when I'm doing shorts, like I feel like I gotta stay on script and whatnot. I was like, I don't want to do that. And plus, I have to edit it and then upload it to an app, and then put in the comments and all that stuff. While in comparison to doing a live stream, when I record it and I just grab the shorts and just upload it to the app, and that's the text, and then just upload it and forget about it. But yeah. But anyway, let me begin with this little. Hold on 1 second. Okay, it's working. All right, so this happened today. RIP to Diane Keaton. She passed away today. Last time she was funny. Last time I think I saw her was with a movie with Keanu Reeves and Jack Nicholson. And no, I saw a couple of movies of her on the 80s. So she always give me cool mom vibes. But yeah, R.I.P. I think like all the legends are dying, man, slowly. Like I feel like, I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but I think I remember my dad told me one thing that he said one of the things, because my dad, he always had a lot of friends, but he was always like a solo guy, and I'm pretty much very much the same. And he said to me that one of the hardest thing of getting all this, you're seeing the people that you care about around you pass away. And that happens even with friends, family, neighbors, and artists that you enjoy. And I didn't get to see that. I didn't understand that at that time, because I was like in my 20s when he said that. And it was around the time this Spanish artist has passed away, and he said that to me. I was like, "Why are you saying that to me, bro?" Now I understand, because I see a lot of the artists that I like, that I love, that I watched since I was little, seeing them pass away, and I've seen a couple of friends pass away too. But this is sad news to see her passing away. She was incredible actress. But yeah, it is what it is. That's a life. You are born. We are not meant for this world. We're not meant to stay here. Yeah. So hey, this is something that I saw today, and I don't know if you guys remember that. Well, you guys know that Warner Brother has been on the selling block. I think they are trying to sell Warner Brothers to Paramount, and I think, and it was reported today by Bloomberg that Warner Brothers has rejected Paramount's first bid attempt to purchase the company. This is the report here. Let me see. Let's go over this for a little bit. This is interesting. Warner Brothers rejected Paramount's offer for around 20 per share. I think the share last time I checked was I think it was $17 per share. So this is like $3 above that. So that's not a bad deal. I think Zaslav wants like $30 per share, which it's not worth that right now. So probably this is gonna take forever. This is gonna take a long time. But anyway, let's keep it reading. Warner Brothers have rejected Paramount offer of 20 per share in recent weeks. The people said asking not to be the people said asking not to be identified because the matter is private. Paramount, led by David Ellison, richest people in the world, him and his father, has several options in pursuit of Warner Brothers, including boosting the bid, going directly to the shareholders, or finding additional bank backing through a financial partner, they added. So it will be them, the Ellisons, and somebody else, I guess. So CNBC, David Feber reported last week that the company are in talks about deal, but are in disagreement over the price, and that Paramount could make its offer public to shareholders to pressure Warner Brothers. So because shareholders, they see that the company's current shares are valued at $17, and they can come directly to I'm sure they went directly to David Zaslav and say, hey, $20 per share, what do you think? It's $3 over we overvaluing it, and he might say no, it's not going to happen, and them going directly to the shareholders, and probably a lot of them probably are agreeing to sell, saying, hey, this is a good deal. We're getting $3 more over its value. Let me see. Let me check what is the value. How much are Warner Brothers shares right now? Let's see. See, $17.10. Let me share this with you guys. So yeah, $17. So they are paying $3 per share, $3 more per share. Because right now it's has been in the last 5 years. Let me see what's the highest that it's been. This was on 2021. Damn, their shares were $77 on 2021. That was pre-pandemic, I guess. Assuming, but after that it's been just like a slippery slope. It was 30. I remember when it was 30, I invested and sold right away. It started trending down. I don't like investing in companies like entertainment companies, man. They are a crapshoot, if you ask me. It was 11 at one point. Let me see, what was it a year ago? You see, it was $7, and you know what? For what it's worth, Zaslav has brought it up in the past year. So I don't know, it's been trending up for the past year. So I can see them saying, you know what? No. This is gonna be value far more in a couple of years, because if you see a year ago, it was priced at $7. Then we should have bought $7, and today it's $10 above that. So, and it's trending up, even though like it has a couple of here and there, but no, it is far more valuable today than it was a year ago, and I can see why they're pushing back. Why Zaslav said no, I'm not selling you this $20 a share. You're crazy, bro. I'm gonna bring that up to $20 in a couple of months. Why would I sell it to you for $20? Give me 30 or whatever, 25 probably. I don't know how much he's asking for, but this is gonna go. These negotiations, they're gonna be going on for a little bit. So Warner Brothers is definitely on the selling block. They're really looking to sell, and I think David Zaslav is just being smart about the money that he can get out of the sale, and I think the investors will side with him. Like, if they see that trending, they will continue to say no, yeah, right, it's been trending off for the past year. Let's wait for a bigger offer, and And they might get it because listen, they got deep pockets, bro. They got deep pockets. Warner Brothers shares close to, see, there you go, 17 on Friday, giving the company a market value of $42 billion. Paramount share worth 17, which is equal, valuing 18, okay, $18 billion. Ellison is the son of billion, yeah, we know, Larry Ellison. Took over Paramount, the parent of CBS, Nickelodeon, MTV, in namesake movie studio. I don't even know what the hell that is. On August, after completing an $8 billion merger with his film production company, Skydance Media. Paramount has been in talks with alternative assets manager Apollo Global Management about backing the bid. Okay, so probably they're gonna bring it up a little bit, but yeah, if the Ellison is doing is David Zaslav is doing the right thing. Like you see it that it's trend up 10 points up in less than a year, so they can say no, it could, we couldn't gain another 5 points. I'm not gonna sell it to you for 3 additional points, when I know in 5 months probably it's gonna hit the additional 5 points. Yes, hit that smash that like button so we could have a party today. But okay, the chat is coming in. Let's see. Greedy ass like, no, this business, bro. It's business. I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't sell. That's business, bro. Negotiations usually start like this. I believe Paramount will end up purchasing after a few bits. Yeah, they're gonna make a couple of bits. I think who I heard saying that Slavs probably by the end of the year, which is a good estimate by the end of the year, because like every month they come back with a bid. So by the end of the year, and this whole thing, even if they accept the bid, whatever the bid, it's not gonna be overnight. It's gonna take a few months before they take over and somebody, the Ellison comes in and become the new CEO, and then the argument is gonna start. Are they gonna restore their Snyderverse? No, they're not gonna restore their Snyderverse. One of the reasons why this universe is this IP, this company, Warner Brothers is very valuable right now, is because on the winning streak that they've been on for the past, this year, they beat out the juggernaut, the unbeatable Disney. They made more money than Disney. And they have a shared universe that is thriving, whether you like it or not. Some of the choices I'm not too fond of, and we'll talk about it in a couple of minutes. But as far as like the Warner Brother Pictures, they're killing it. Zaslav, he just renewed Pam and Abdi. What's the thing? I got the wrong name. They just renewed their contract. Oh shit. But so shit. Why am I blocking out on the fucking names? Mike DeLuca, and Pam Abdi. Shit. What? You don't say. But comics, there's a bunch of websites and YouTube channels who will tell you otherwise. They're hilarious. But yeah. Zaslav is doing a great job. He actually worked his ass off and brought back some of the he like, you don't have to agree with some of the choices that he makes. I don't agree with a lot of his politics or something. Well, not all of them. I'm politic agnostic right now, because like I think both parties are fucked up. But anyway, so let me not get off the rails with this conversation. I think David Zaslav have made some difficult decisions, but they needed to be made. And but at the same time, he has made some great decisions, and one of them was to keep Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi, which were at one point at the verge of losing their jobs when that movie Joker almost cost them the jobs. So when those movies started hitting it, Minecraft, Sinners. What was the other one? The F1 movie. When all those movies started making money, and just getting win after win, and then getting Superman, which is a separate thing, and then getting James Gunn to run the DC studio, and getting Superman being the highest grossing superhero movies in a environment that 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 comic book genre is not doing so well lately, and having that movie outperform everything that Marvel has done, which Marvel has been the dominant freaking juggernaut for the past fucking many years, and then just out of the gate, this one movie just outgrossed them. Yeah, that he made the right decision. He made the right calls with everything that he has decided to bring into this universe. Okay. Warner Brother has made a lot of money. Oh yes, they have, buddy. Cosmic. Oh, that's my homie. I said what I said, girl. I didn't like the last episode. We'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about it in a minute. What's your thoughts on Man of Tomorrow? Man of Tomorrow, Minecraft 2, the same month. There's two very different movies. Like, one is not, because I think Man of Tomorrow is not gonna be as family friendly as the first Superman is. I always said that James Gunn was gonna play it safe with the first movie. He was gonna say, you know what, I gotta get everybody on board with this universe. I gotta get families. This movie has to make money, has to change the narrative, has to show the world that this was a whole completely different universe, that this Superman actually smiles and has a personality. Like, all those things he needed to establish, that was more important to him than anything else. Then after that, he can take little risks, and I think he's gonna be a little bit minus the fucking needle drops, bro. I think it's gonna be more James Gunn-y on the sequel, which I'm fine with that. But not the needle drops. Because I always felt that he was pulling his punches on Superman. Like, I watched it multiple times, and I think, yeah, he did definitely pull his punches a lot. I was like, I think he would have done something different there, but I think he was playing it safe, and I don't think he's gonna play it safe with this one. So those two movies, Minecraft 2 and Superman, Man of Tomorrow, they're gonna exist in different categories. One is not gonna overlap the other. But as far as box office, it's the same company. That's like me having a store, a sneaker store, and having Jordans and Kobe and LeBron sneakers. Like, I want you to buy. I just want you to come to my store and buy a pair. I don't care if it's one of those two. They're coming from the same studio. They don't care. Like, sure, they want both of them to make a lot of money, but if you buying one, the studio is still making money. One is not gonna cancel each other out. If that's what the question is. Because the camera is on you because of brain fog. It's what? I'm lost there. Hey Andy, good to see you here, buddy. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Hold on one second. The chat is going a little bit too fast. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Happy 3D model. He's okay. He is okay. Businessman. The only good thing that he did hire James Gunn. No, he did. He needed to cancel that Supergirl movie. As much as I wanted to see that movie, I was fine with that movie being canceled. And it was because it was kind of continuing the previous universe, and he needed to just like start fresh and get rid of all of that. Oh yeah, true. Barbie, Oppenheimer. Damn, girl. I should send. I cannot send you a link because I'm doing the OBS thing. we should collab. Lindenelli, everything is possible, Ben. Haha, everything. No, it's not possible. Stop. That's my boy though. Don't come late. He's my boy. But finishing Zack Snyder it's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. Johnny, it's time for Image Comics to create their own Image Comics. What would I want? I wouldn't mind seeing Supreme. a movie, not Supreme, Savage Dragon, maybe. Who else would I want to see? Well, Spawn. Spawn is like one thing that I really, really, that movie was made in the 90s, and it's befuddling to me that we still haven't gotten a sequel or reimagining of that character. Hunter Iggy, a certain Leon featuring Andy Bracard on as Maloma second. What? Second? Oh, you speaking Spanish? Hold on. Leon featuring Andy Bracard as Maloma según quién? I don't know. I don't understand that question, bro. I didn't understand that question. Maluma is a Colombian singer, which I do not like none of his music. I don't like none of his music. Probably my wife does, but like he's a pretty boy who sings. It's trash. I don't like it. I'm sorry, Hunter, if you like him, but I'm not a fan. Sorry, dude. Hey, hello, Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi are handling the winning. Yes, they are handling well. Oh, you deserve one of these, bro. They're old school and they know how film's business work. They do. They are doing this beautifully where they put out like these big event movies and then they just put out a smaller movie and like in between like more artsy movies. So like to keep the brand, the W brand, feel pristine. Yeah, every time I see Snyder or something, I'm like, motherfucker, put him to sleep, bro. Stop it. Johnny, who are underrated Superman villains you want to see? Mongol, and what's the name of the? Man, I'm having a mental block. I'm old. What's the name? He's an android that he copies all the moves from the villains from the superheroes. Like I want to see him against the Justice League. Amazo, shit. It took me forever to remember. Yeah, I would love to see Amazo. Which is a Justice League villain, but he's so OP that like he will beat the brakes of Superman. So. Let me see. Happy 3D model. I like the final Peacemaker and hints of Salvation Comics inspiration. We'll get to that in a minute because I was not a fan. Let's get. We'll get into that in a second. You know what? Let's talk about it. I really love this season. I really like the season as a whole. I thought it was a solid season. Episode 6. Let me say the good first. Should I say the bad first? No, let me say the good first. Adebayo was the MVP of the last episode. She had 2 scenes where she was going through a breakup with her wife. And that fucking shit wrecked me because it is hard to break up with somebody that you love deep down in your heart, but you know that you have to let them go because you're gonna make them miserable, or the life that you're gonna live with that person is gonna make you miserable. So that shit fucking hit home. I was like, God damn it. the way that she broke down crying and started talking to her ex-wife and like, we gotta break up, that like she brought it home. And then again, that scene when she was talking to Peacemaker, to Chris, saying, hey, listen, that scene made me very emotional, especially after watching what James Gunn, that podcast that he has, and talking about his dad. And because I could freaking relate, because I lost my dad just a couple of years ago, three years ago. No, it was 4 years ago, 2 months ago. And that shit was devastating. And I still miss that old man. So when he started saying all those things, like, fuck, man, that, like, I could relate. So those 2 scenes, like, to me, were were the standout. I thought hardcore was gonna bite the dust because the way that the show was kind of played out, you know, you saw her happy at the beginning, kind of finding some semblance of peace with herself. I was like, oh man, she's gonna die. You know how it is, like they show you those little images and then just like they pull the rug from under you about these characters, and I was like, oh Lord, she's gonna die, but she didn't. So, but I did like the fact that she was able to let her guard down and let Peacemaker know that staying in this universe was the best thing that he should have done, because that kiss, which he, to him, like, I thought it was like this, they slept together. I guess we are so I don't know, dirty minded, and it was just as simple as a kiss, something simple like a kiss, but it meant the world to him, because if you've ever been in love, just kissing the person that you love, man, it's just it means the world to you. So especially like if it's somebody that you're in love and you're not sure that person loves you back, or if it's gonna go anywhere, and like just sharing, holding hands, is just like the Beatles said, there's a fucking, I don't know if you guys been watching me for a while, but the Beatles is my favorite band, and they say, I just want to hold your hand, because like that's love. Like once you love somebody, just the mere touch of their hand, it means the world to you. So to him, that kiss meant the world to him. And then when he heard her saying it meant everything to me, chef's kiss. So as far as the story or those characters, he hit it. He got it right. He got it right. The issue that I have with this show, with this final episode, it was how James Gunn sold it. I think James Gunn, I understand that he has to be this co-CEO, the director, the producer, and the salesman of everything that comes out of this universe. I get that. But when you're overselling this stuff, bro, you're setting up yourself up for failure if what you deliver, or anybody else that is creating something, delivers something that is okay or just good enough. Because when I saw episode 6 with Lex Luthor and all that stuff that happened, I was like, holy shit, I cannot wait for episode 7. In episode 7, what happened? Iggy was not a racist bastard. His son was kind of in a bind. He wasn't sure to either live by the rules of the world or the rules that his father tried to embed in him. And then you see his father die, and then you see his origin villain story, because now he's gonna be a villain because that he stayed alive just for that purpose. I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait how crazy the last episode is gonna be. Yeah, it wasn't, and that's not to his fault, to a degree. Not like it's not everything's not his fault, because the thing is that we as viewers, we tend to go a little bit overboard when it comes to this CBM stuff, right? We tend to go a little bit over the top when it comes to this IP or even Marvel. It doesn't matter. You get a little bit too invested in it, and so I was super hyped. It didn't help that a lot of channels that I follow, they were overhyping and saying, "Oh, well, so and so might appear. What about if it's Superman? What if it's?" And this is the thing that James Gunn, he's so relentlessly on social media talking about shit that he shouldn't be talking about. That when he said, "Oh, David Carnesworth wanted to be in the end on Peacemaker, but he's not gonna be in it," like we didn't believe him. Like, oh no, he's just lying because he don't want to reveal the end, because you are always on fucking social media. Listen, I appreciate when you go on social media, shutting fake rumors down, fake scoopers, or those discount scoopers when they come out with the stupid stories. I love when you just boom, drop the hammer and let them know, nah, y'all motherfuckers are full of shit. That's not true. I appreciate it. But when you go and oversell stuff, when you are constantly talking about these things, how amazing it might be amazing to you, I get it, but the people, the viewers, the consumers are expecting amazing. And then when that doesn't pan out, boy, they're gonna let you have it. And I think you should be mindful of that. This is from a fan. And I always say, listen, guys, I love what James Gunn is doing. I still got great hopes for the DCU. I'm still a fan. I'm still supportive. But I will always be objective. I always said that. So this is not me switching sides or anything like that, hating on James Gunn. No. That's not what it is. This is me saying, as a fan, dude, stop it. Tone it down. Bring it down. And I get it, but because now when you have a couple of factions, you have the loyal supporters who will follow you blindly, which I fucking don't understand that. It's the same way that those Zack Snyder who will follow him blindly, like I don't fucking get those either. But you have people that will follow you blindly and they won't question anything that you said. Weird. There's people who are James Gunn hater and the Zack Snyder cultists, and people that are in a bind. So, and you're in a situation right now where you need to grab on to those who are, 50-50. They're not sure that they're gonna like what you're doing. When you fail, or when you underperform, or when you don't deliver, then those people that are kind of iffy, they get scooped up by those fucking haters, by this either Snyder cultists or the James Gunn haters, and they're gonna be like, see, you see, he's a hack. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Blah 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 blah, all that shit. And now you're losing, people because of that. So I think you should dial it back. You should dial it back. All that relentless social media presence, talking about the IP. Let the work speak for itself. Promote it. That's fine. And I know that Kevin Feige does the same thing, but Kevin Feige is not under a microscope. Kevin Feige has an incredible track record, which has been tarnished by the last phase. The last phase hasn't panned out. Now everybody's looking at him sideways like, I think we need to get rid of Kevin Feige, bring some fresh blood. But Kevin Feige had years of free range, doing whatever he wanted. He could say whatever he wanted. Nobody would question it because he would deliver. He delivered throughout that phase all the way to, well, he had a couple of misses, a couple of duds. But anyway, so that was, and at the same time, let's keep it a stack, because James Gunn said, listen, you're not gonna love every fucking thing that I do. And that's fair, because I love Iron Man 1. I love Iron Man 2. The third one with the Mandarin, I almost freaking walked out with my son. I remember watching, I was like, what the fuck is this? The Mandarin, the guy who's supposed to be like he is the villain. He is the Iron Man fucking nemesis. And you're gonna give me this fucking actor farting out of like, I almost like got up and left. So some of the stuff we are not gonna love. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say that you are a bad director, or that whatever that you're gonna do with Superman is gonna be bad because of one misstep. No, I don't think that. What I'm saying is, tone it down with a rhetoric on social media. The needle drops, my nigga. Cut it down, bro. Like, this is somebody who loves. I have like an eclectic taste in music. I love everything. But when I hear, except country, I fucking hate country. Sorry, anybody who loves country. Fucking hate that fucking genre. But the needle drops, man. I was watching it. I was like, another fucking song? Like, I'm not into those fucking songs. Those 90s rock ballads and those lesser known little bands that to you are the world to you, but to anybody else, I don't know. Like, has anybody watched all those playlists, listened to the playlists that he put out about those obscure bands? I don't know if anybody does. Like, that stuff. Like, as a director, as a storyteller, you the man. But I think you should need to cut down those three things. Stop overselling it, cut down your social media presence, and the needle drops. I hope I don't hear a fucking needle. And I appreciate that you didn't put up one in Superman, because I would have hated it. And I hope you don't do that. Well, you had that little fun, which was okay. But I don't, on Superman, Man of Tomorrow, dead that shit, bro, because I really don't, like, it takes me out. Anyway, so let's continue with the chat. Yeah, I ranted on for too long. Yeah, so that's how I feel about that. The last episode. I don't think it was a bad season. I think he needs to make a couple of changes. He needs to make a couple of adjustments about how he carries himself on social media. Some of his things that he's known for, but I still very much invested in the DCU and what he's forging ahead. Now, the whole thing I was watching, because now let's go into the things that I'm excited about, because I really also love the idea of him introducing Checkmate. When I saw Checkmate, I was like, oh shit, Checkmate. Now we're gonna have Checkmate going against Argus. Fucking amazing idea. The whole thing about using Salvation, which I was not, listen, Salvation, like, I appreciate you doing these things where you introduce these little lesser known stories. Like, Salvation was not on my radar. I was like, what? Salvation? What the It's like I had to go and do research. I cannot read every freaking run, guys. I'm sorry. And Salvation was one that I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be interested in this, and then I didn't pick it up. Like, when I saw the cover, it's like, oh, that's what it is. No, I didn't read it. But I tell you this. One of the things is that this could open up the potential to the New Gods, New Genesis, Apocalypse. And this is a smart, grounded way for them to connect the worlds, to connect the universe. This is the DCU boom tube in essence. Because I don't know if you know from the comic books, the mother box are like little cell phones, like little computers. And I was thinking, I think that little thing that he was carrying around is a fucking mother box. Like, somebody theorized about that. I was like, oh shit, it is. It could be. But anyway, so the way that he's creating this, like, connecting universe, connecting to other parts of the universe through these portals is amazing. It's great. This is how you get to Apocalypse. This is how we get to New Genesis. This is how we get to who knows, probably the Watchtower, whatever. Like that, it's a great concept where you made it your own. We're not, and I like the way that we had the boom tubes in the Zack Snyder Justice League, but I was like, what the fuck is that thing connecting to at the top? So I was like, me as a movie watcher and being an asshole thinking about those things, but this is a way to make it way different and still connected, and at the same time bringing the New Gods into the DCU, because you cannot, whatever, you can say whatever you want. You can start making comparisons and say, well, Zack Snyder wanted to bring Darkseid. Motherfucker, you cannot make the DCU universe without introducing the New Gods, without Darkseid having a presence. You cannot do that, especially like if you're gonna make this expand universe where you have a universe like it's like Game of Thrones or Star Wars, where you have different universe out there and they're having their own little conflicts. You cannot have the DCU and not have New Genesis, the New Gods and Darkseid being a menace somewhere out there in the universe, and you being cognizant of that individual existing out there. You cannot do that. You have to introduce them. And I think this whole thing, this is a good way to introduce that universe. So yeah, from that perspective, I can see the incredible potential, and I can see how much this show in this final episode will lead up to. So when he said that, yes, this is gonna be revealed, how everything's gonna be connected, I got it, bro. Understood it. You understood the assignment and you delivered. It's just the other things that, and I know that we are kind of programmed to this whole thing of what is it that you call it, cameo porn. And yeah, we are programmed to that. But when you say that the 3 last episodes are gonna be crazy, I haven't shown it to anybody, and then you show Lex Luthor in the first on episode 6, and then you have his father and his brother almost decimated into oblivion. Then you fans are gonna be like, oh my god, what are you gonna deliver on the last episode? So so yeah, with that, like they're like all that stuff it's incredible. I'm really looking forward to that. I think the way that they set it up, I'm fine with that. I think the execution could have been a little bit better. the execution could have been a little bit better. Okay, all right. Yeah, man, she made me cry. She got, well, I didn't shed a tear until I saw James Gunn interview when he was talking about his dad. That was, but when she was breaking up with her wife, that one I was like doing a live stream. I was like, keep it together. She's a good actress, man. She's a good actress. I haven't watched Peacemaker season 2, but I heard it's it's stink.
I don't believe these motherfuckers.
Hate that guy, man. English. Why are you in my chat? Honestly, if I could, I would have just knocked off. I was stuck with, oh, okay, yeah. No, I know you wasn't a fan, buddy. It's okay. It's a shame that Peacemaker. It's a shame it was an episode. Just Chris Smith. Yeah, it was a story. It was a story. The whole season 2, it was about depression. It wasn't about depression. It was about I think it was about him accepting his fate, because he was thinking about the because we always have those questions. Like I said that on the last live stream, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but like you always question. There is a movie that I watched. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Past Lives, I think it is. Fucking heartbreaking movie. It was about this couple, these two kids that were in love with each other, and one came to America, the other one stayed behind, and they were like primed up to be in love and live there's love for the rest of their lives. And then all of a sudden she moved here, they started reconnecting, but she was already in a relationship. I think she was married, and it was those things where you question yourself, should I have stayed with so and so? Should I have kept that job? Should I go and move to another place? Should I gotten the other job? Like those questions that as humans we ask ourselves. So he asked himself that question. He was given the opportunity to live out that life that he thought that it would have made everything perfect, but it didn't, because he needed to deal with a lot of things that he had within himself that would not allow him to be at peace. And it was not a depression. It was the fact that he didn't accept him. I think he didn't accept who he was until that moment that Leora had that conversation with him. That was, I thought it was a good season. It was a good season. The last episode, it was just, it could have been better. It could have been executed better. That's all. I hope Minecraft 2 pushed back to April. I don't want Superman sequel to compete with another blockbuster movie. It's two different movies. I think they are. One is a family-friendly movie, and but then because Minecraft was a phenomenon. So you might be onto something. You guys might be onto something there. The first season was my favorite season. I just of just about anything. This last season was totally different and disappointing. You know what? Somebody tweeted out about Rick Flag being the different person from Creature Commander to here, because now like Rick Flag like went on full on villain, and he wasn't in Creature Commandos. Like he was very likable in Creature Commandos. He was even a little bit aloof, falling for the wrong girl, you know. And he was like a ride or die dude, and all of a sudden, like he metahumans, like the hate for in him for metahumans. Like to me, I don't understand it, because I didn't see nothing being built up for him to make for him to have this hate where he has to go and find salvation. So I guess salvation is gonna be like the Dinosaur Island of this the DCU, but yeah. His behavior and how Peacemaker 2 went, and what he said about not being into writing, it made me feel like does he even want this job? Why would you even say something like that? That's true. Like he needs to, somebody needs to take his phone away. it feels like I said this the other day too. This is a situation, a Trump situation. Like, you gotta take the phone away from that boy, or he's gonna lose the election. He's about to lose his job if he keeps doing that. Yeah, he needs to get off social media, or at least, you know, tone it down a little bit. And then, Ellie, I think that DC drama is just as a result of the last regime decisions. I still believe a lot of people who would have given Gunn a fair chance, including myself. I knew this would happen. No, man. No. What would happen? What happened? Did he get fired? Did this universe get rebooted again? One show, one episode? This will happen? Like, I saw somebody, like, listen, I'm gonna say this. I love Dave the Film Junkie. Outside of Dave, Scott, Stephen Colbert, I'm probably gonna miss somebody else. Those are my boys. I like them. Like, we don't talk all the time, but I like them, genuinely like them, because I think they're genuine people. Outside of that, I fucking regret affiliating myself with so many of you during the release of the Snyder Cut days. Not you, Lindenel, you're my boy. Because some of them are fucking phonies and full of shit. And I fucking regret ever fucking associating myself with so many of them. But the ones that I mentioned, I would rather die for them because they're genuine. Megan, I love Megan. Megan's a genuine person. There's a lot of them that I'm probably not mentioning that I know. Like, these are genuine good people that are not phonies. But like, when I see somebody just come out of the woodwork, it's like, hey, I'll tell you this will happen. Now people are gonna realize, but like, shut the fuck up, bro. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you? Anyway, like, if you don't like, and it's fair not to like whatever James Gunn is doing, it's fair, because that's, you know, it's all subjective. If you don't like it, it's fine. That's fine. It's not for everybody. His brand of humor is not for everybody, and his style of shooting films is not for everybody. I get that, but, you know, like, saying no, but it would have been shut the fuck up, bro. How long are we gonna be doing this? Anyway. I love to the core characters. Phoebus season, but it's okay. I'm no season 3. There won't be a season 3, is there? I think it's gonna be just checkmate. Let me see. All right, let's talk about this because this dropped this week. A multi-part animated, I don't have my glasses. A multi-part animated film adaptation of Batman knightFall is currently in production. The first part of Batman knightFall is slated to debut in 2026, with an exact premiere date to be announced at a later time. I'm excited for this. This is one of my favorite runs. Oh, by the way, let me see. Yes, I love this run. I love it. So this is when they broke Batman's back, when Bane broke his back, and then what's his face took over. Yeah, that's a good story. So I'm really looking forward to that. I want to see more of this, because they always go back to the same, digging back to the same stories. The Killing Joke, The Dark Knight. What else? Something related to Watchmen. Like, you know, there's a lot of great runs out there. Like, I would love to see Noel. Being animated. And well, he's not an animator. But yeah, that Brian Azzarello, it was freaking amazing. That Batman Noel, I would love to see that being animated. Johnny, I think James Gunn went overboard with the music performance. Yeah, the needle drops. I'm over it. I hope he never does. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it again. It's a stick, you know. And it's okay to have like because I like to see the director's hand whenever I see a film, right? Like when I see Zack Snyder, you see those beautiful shots, wide in slow motion, all that stuff. Like, even though, like, which I've been critical of, like, he the overdoes it with the whole thing with the slow motion. And the same thing, I could be critical. James Gunn, yeah, you overdo it with the freaking needle drops. But I love to see the director's hand. I like to see those Snyderism. I like to see those James Gunnism. I would like to see those Quentin Tarantino over the top fucking violence stuff. Like, you want to see the director's hand on every time you're seeing their movies. You don't want to see their, like, who directed this? You know what I mean? So I'm fine with that. It's just the needle drops, bro. You need to, like, ease up, fam. Ease the fuck up. Even the soundtrack was of this season, and I'm a huge Gun fan. Like, seriously, we're from the same neighborhood. Yeah, I know he's from your city. I know, because we are fans, but we can be critical, and it's okay to be critical. You cannot be just glazing something because you like the person. Like, no. Yeah. Season 2 Stumble doesn't have me quacked about the rest of the DCU. Yeah, you just listen. What's next? Supergirl's next. That probably is gonna be a banger. We don't know, but I'm hoping for it to be a banger. Then we have what? Green Lanterns. Green Lantern is gonna be fucking crazy. Green Lantern, Atrocitus, the Black Hand. Yeah. That show is gonna be fucking insane. So yeah, and one thing about, because I know people say, oh, he didn't stick the landing. Listen, these things happen. This happened before. Like, if you go back to The Sopranos, one of the greatest TV shows of all freaking times, didn't stick the landing on the last episode. On the final episode, they didn't stick the landing. While the show did the same thing. Lost, fucking amazing show. I remember watching it at my friend's house because we used to have like a Lost party every time that episode would come on. We buy some pizza, watch the episode, talk about it afterwards, because it was a weird freaking high concept show. Loved it. But the last episode, in sitcom Seinfeld, the last episode, same thing. So this is not a rarity. Sticking the landing on the last episode is a hard thing to do. So, but it doesn't. Those last episode will not negate the amazing work that we've seen from that show throughout the years. Like, that will not negate all the seasons of freaking The Sopranos. Just one episode. You know how amazing The Sopranos are? That's why we got Penguin, because it was inspired by that. When you talk about one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, Seinfeld is in the conversation, but they didn't stick the landing. So having this little argument about, oh, they didn't stick the landing, the show shit. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. All right. Let's see. Listen, Jimmy, us YouTubers are putting our own careers on the line here, and you're causing us problems. No, I don't think it's that serious. I don't think it's that serious, buddy. But yeah. Wait, let me see. Is this? Oh man, this is not reloading. Wait. I think you went. Oh. Jesus, went down too far. Hold on, because I'm trying to keep up with the chat, guys. Hold on 1 second. Reload. I think I went down too far. Johnny, I heard the Man of Tomorrow will have Clark and Lois go 5 different. No, we don't want that. Salvation Run came out in Justice League after Final. After Final Crisis, I saw that. I did a little dig and I was like, because I saw it, I was like, but it's not, it's not something that I wanted to pick up. I didn't pick it up. But I like the idea of that being the training ground for the Parademons and Darkseid's minions. Talking to Starvation comics inspired is great world building. I think it is a great way for them to connect this entire universe. Don't start with that shit, bro. Johnny James Gunn, we introduced the music god. What? You guys are an asshole. Andy, when Snyder crazies go, oh my God, Zack said the blueprint for Darkseid New God. Yeah, they are gonna say that when they see Darkseid. I hope Darkseid is just like some guy dressed up, all practical. I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna be a whole completely different design, but it's gonna be a big giant, like he's in the comics. That's true. The Smallville did it first. That's true. And he had a huge opportunity, and when he promised huge cameos and they don't happen, yeah. We're gonna be beating this horse for quite some time. Yep. Pacerland 312. I was disappointed in the finale a little, but I then did a Reddit hole digging on Salvation, and I'm very excited now. But you can't deny this was a tremendous character building this season. Yeah, it was. Facts. No, like after I did my little homework too, because I was like, I didn't read Salvation, and I did a little digging. And I was like, ooh, this is good. Because like they talked about doing an animated with an animated movie. I don't know if it's an animated series. With Darkseid's son, what's his name? Shit, escaping me right now. It'll get to me. It's gonna drive me insane. It'll get to me. But yeah, this is a good way to introduce the new gods and introduce other worlds. I thought, man, that stupid alien that kept showing up to throw those little things in the tank, well, it didn't pan out to be Martian Manhunter. Such a shame. But James did tell IGN that he don't like cameo porn, people showing up with no purpose. So I took that in mind. That, you know what, I'm fine that he didn't. It was, I don't know. It's like not having big cameos was not the problem. I think it was the execution. I think like if you would have given a little bit more context, because like I got it because I watched it again. And when Beer said, "When has the government ever done anything for the best, for the interest of the people?" I was like, "Shit, something's gonna happen where he's working towards doing something to hurt people." But I didn't know it was gonna be metahumans. The only disconnect that I have is like, when did this man started hating metahumans? Like, did he have a heart-to-heart with Lex? Because that was not manifested on Superman. That was not manifested on Creature Commandos. So that was like a little bit. I was like, this doesn't make much sense to me. Hello, Jalen. Welcome to the chat. Let me see. What are you saying? Okay, it's not about him being fired, or it's more about the divide that's clearly hurting the new DCU. I don't think it's hurting the DCU because we tend to believe that we're bigger than what we are. Like me, you, this group here is, how many people are here right now, right? Let me see. Hold on 1 second. How many people are here? There's 14 people hanging out right now. Amazing people, by the way. Like, we think that the general audience gives a shit about this stuff. They don't. They're not as invested as we are. A very small group in the grand scheme of things that is the DCU and the people that are consuming this product. We are this small, bro. So this divide that in all this vitriol that we see on Twitter and YouTube, it's a very small group, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Jalen, for all time band, that's how low. Oh, what? Okay. Let me see. Oh, you saw it before everybody else did. Let me see. I think there's a big delay between the chat and me. Let me see. Hold on one second. I don't want to hear myself. Oh my God, yes, there's a huge delay. Like, cause I'm seeing people respond to stuff like, "Wait, I already spoke about this a while ago." Oh, Clayface. You see? What am I? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Stop it, bro. Let me see. Let me see. Hunter Iggy. I just sent you a picture on the Instagram message. Let me see. Oh, Hunter Iggy. So you are the one who been like inboxing me. Now I connected the dots. Like, oh, this is you. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm meant to talk about this. All right, let me see this. Let me see everything, because I don't like promoting that freaking Twitter handle, because that guy, they're full of shit. Give me 1 second. Let me see. That could be a nothing burger, but it could be something amazing. Oh, they blocked me too. Good. I blocked you too, bro. Hold on 1 second. Where is it? I posted something about it. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let's see if we'll find it. Okay, beautiful peoples. All right, let me share this. This was Taylor. She posted this. Diana Taylor. She's Aaron Pierce's girlfriend, fiance, whatever. But she posted this, and I've been saying that she would be, actually, my pick was that she would play Voodoo in the DCU. Hold on 1 second. I think I had that tweet. Okay, what? Let me see if I have that tweet on cue, because I think she would be amazing as Voodoo. But I think she's gonna play somebody else. I think people are thinking that she definitely can play her. Where did it go? Come on. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, because I tweeted this out a while ago, because I think James Gunn was teasing Wildcats, the Wildcats and Voodoo. Voodoo, it's in the comic book. So right away I was casting her to play her, because she would be incredible. But everybody's thinking that she is teasing playing Vixen, which is another favorite character that James Gunn is interested to bring into the DCU. So Vixen, I don't know how Vixen will fit into the. Well, I don't know. So I don't know how that will fit. But we still haven't seen a lot of stories in the DCU, so we don't know how she will fit into this universe. But yeah, I would love to see Vixen, and I would love to see her, period, in the DCU. That would be freaking awesome. But yeah, James Gunn tweeted this or reposted this on his Instagram story, and apparently I guess he was having dinner with her, but I don't see anything that tells me that it's Vixen here. Or maybe she's playing voodoo magic. Huh? How about that? Let's go back out of this. Let's go back out of this. Lanterns will probably come first. Then what? Please be a theater. Oh, let's see. Clayface is gonna be. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to Clayface, because that's gonna give you a sense of what the Batman universe is gonna look like. I forgot to talk about that. I know people have issues with Andy Muschietti being the director of the Batman movie. I don't. I know a lot of people say people who have issues with him is because how bad the Flash movie was. The Flash movie was plagued with so many issues and changes and reshoot and all the drama behind the scenes, and that man was able to deliver an okay movie. That man had no business on putting out a decent movie with all the shit, all the changes, all the characters that they put in, all the characters that they took out, all the characters they put in back again, and then they took out again, and then he had to rework the story, had to change the story, had to make changes with the CGI last minute, all that stuff. And he was probably able to deliver one of the greatest action pieces involving Batman. So I have no problems. If you go watch his films, I have no problems with this man creating an ambiance where that DCU Batman lives, and he's able to create a good story, action driven, and also horror, introduce some horror elements. I don't understand the hate for him as a director. My mic is fucking up. Hold on 1 second. Okay, it's fixed now. Sorry. Oh crap. Let me see. Am I still? No, boy, no, boy, no. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think it was the wires coming out. Thank you. Let me see. Fayette. In one of Flack's scenes, the news on TV was reporting that metahumans were breaking out of Arkham. Flack looked like he was getting upset that the prisons were. Oh, okay. See, that was like a throwaway scene. I didn't even notice that. That's on the director. That movie was good. Nobody can tell me that Superman movie was bad. That movie was good. I have watched it. That movie already has gone platinum in my house. I watched it so many times. But anyway, so this is some. Let me go over this. Let's talk about this. Let's go over some of this stuff. This you brief. Put a little list of things. Let me see. Following the DC news, read our QA with James Gunn here. All right, so let's see. We had a QA with James Gunn. Firstly, this QA was from a press conference we attended. You can read it. I'm not gonna read all of that, bro. Let me see. James Gunn says that he won't be. There won't be a Peacemaker season 3 for now. I don't think there will be a season 3. I think they're gonna do a checkmate season 1, because he said that they're already working on a TV show that has not been announced. And I think that is the Checkmate show. He suggests that instead that the cliffhanger of Salvation leads into the wider DCU and other stories in which this will play out. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a Checkmate thing. Salvation and Checkmate were always part of Gunn's DCU plan. James Gunn had these plans even before he became the CEO of DC Studios. I guess he was gonna introduce it anyway in the second season of Peacemaker. He pitched Salvation and Checkmate to David Zaslav very early. After that, the DC Studio writers, the writers room helped him flesh out the story further. Okay, I'm glad that he introduced Checkmate. Checkmate is gonna be interesting. I like this whole espionage thing. Oh yeah, he's gonna join Checkmate for sure. James Gunn always knew Adebayo would fund Checkmate. Founding a founder member. Oh, my bad, bro. be a founder Checkmate, I guess. In the comics, Amanda Waller creates Checkmate together with Rick Flag, actually, and uses it to hunt down metahumans. James Gunn knew since Peacemaker season 1 he wanted Adebayo to create Checkmate and use it for good. I wonder if Amanda Waller is gonna show up again. In Salvation storyline, the storyline has big DCU connections. Rick Flag and Lex Luthor plan to imprison all metahumans has wide impact. James says that that Lanterns is very connected to all of that. And it might not seem like it, but it is all very connected. Man, see, like this is the shit, bro. Like you said, we won't need to do homework. My brother, every time I see my brother, Fate Warrior Mario, show up, it brings peace to my heart because he's been here since day one. Like I always love to see the old school since day one. Since the day one I started doing this live stream, my brother has been supportive. Rick Flag and Lex Luthor plans to imprison all metahumans has wide impact on. James Gunn says that Lanterns. I was gonna say that he said that we won't need to do homework. Now this feels like homework. Like it feels like we need to watch some shows and some movies to stay connected or know what's going on in this universe. Salvation storyline is different to the comics, of course. They're not gonna do beat by beat. Not adapting Salvation Run storyline directly, of course, because the Joker was there too, and Captain Cold and a bunch of other people. The Joker versus Lex Luthor stuff is not included. The focus is in the concept of imprisoning metahumans away from Earth. Got it. Creature Commando season 2 will connect the Salvation storyline too. Oh, they're probably gonna throw a lot. They're gonna take all the metahumans that are currently in prison, and they're gonna throw them all in there. Oh, I posted something on Threads saying that ICE is equal to. I'm trying not to get political, but anyway. It's in there. That's being written right now, and we got the first couple of episodes, so that's part of the Salvation story. Yeah, so I guess it's gonna be Salvation. They should have called it the phase 1 of the DCU should have been called Salvation, not Gods and Monsters. Because we've seen the monsters in the first episode. I like this shot. I like this wide angle. Well, this one. I like this wide angle shot of James Gunn. Checkmate will show up in other parts of the DCU. You'll definitely see Checkmate carrying through the DCU. They are part of what's going to happen. Yeah. So this means that all these characters play a huge part of the DCU. Economist, Harcourt. I don't think how James Gunn grabbed one character and tells his story through the eyes of that character, like he did with Guardians of the Galaxy. We thought it was about Peter Quill, but it was really Rocket Raccoon. I don't think it's about Peacemaker. I think it's about Adebayo. I think Adebayo has a very conflicted life where she comes from royalty in the spy universe. Her mom has a name, and now she started Checkmate, and she has to live up to that. So I think her approach is gonna be different from her mom's, and I think that's what's gonna wrap up whatever story he's trying to tell is through her lens. Because I think doing it through Chris Smith is just too easy. Rick Flag is in trouble working with Lex Luthor. Gunn suggests that Rick is dumb. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's easily manipulated. Easily manipulated by women. He thinks that he can compete with Lex. No, he can't, and there's just no way there that he's going to be able to do. It's not going to be great for him. Oh, I can't wait for him to die. You know, I said that to him. It's not that I hate him as a person, but his character, he's doing a good job for me to hate a character. Like when I hate a character, I'm like, ooh, that actor is doing his thing. The Waller series delayed right now. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't think we're going to see that Waller series. We're going to see Amanda Waller come back, but we're not going to see the Waller series. Gun Connects commented that it's just been rough road. I don't think it's going to happen. We'll never greenlit something that where the script, I've already heard that before. Ooh, that's a good question. Will Blue Beetle join Checkmate or the Justice Gang? No, I think the Justice Gang, because there's more tie to the Justice to the JLA, and I think the Justice Gang is sort of an amalgamation of that. So very, very, I think that's more what might happen. Vigilante's brother was almost on season 2. Oh, damn, really? His name is God Chase. His name is God Chase, and he's quite harsh on Adrian. Yeah, James compares him to Peacemaker, but without the heart and goodness of Peacemaker that he's hiding underneath. No. Okay. Keith, I want to see Keith again. Like, I want to see him again because you can tell that he is now well adjusted after. Because like that scene where his father was telling him, like, why would you do that? You could see him that he was like kind of conflicted and mad and like, I want to kill this guy. Like, you kill my brother. You look like him, but I want to kill you. And all of a sudden you see this guy jump through the window and kill his father, and he got to hold back, and they almost kill him. Like they look like vultures on top. That episode was so freaking good. And now he's gonna come back, and he's gonna come back with a vengeance. Anyway, I have plans for Keith, but I just haven't figured out exactly how it's all going to work out. So I have to make sure I can do it. The Salvation storyline is more planned and will happen first. So he's not going to be part of the Salvation storyline. Probably he's going to show up later on. James Gunn knows the DCU projects he's going to direct next. It's part of the. You know what? I asked that question. I don't think I want him to do a Justice League movie. I don't. I want to see somebody else handling the Justice League movie. It's fine if he writes it, and then the director, does his little pass at it and removes some of those little jokes that he likes to throw in there. But I wouldn't want him to direct a Justice League movie, but I think he will. I think wherever Superman is, I think he'll follow. But it is what it is. Well, you know what? The next movie is gonna tell me everything that I need to know if he should be directing the Justice League or not. James Gunn knows that which DCU project he'll be directing next. It's part of the plan of the DCU. There's one big story. It involves Salvation, Rick Flag, Lex, and Superman. So those movies I'm going to be directing. Holy crap. Those movies. So it's multiple movies within the. We'll see how that plays out. I don't mind James Gunn, but I don't want to see him directing everything. I really don't want to see him directing everything. I think he needs to get more talent on board to direct his films. Gunn wants to balance in-universe connection with making projects friendly to new viewers. You can watch anything by itself. It's not I'm not expecting people to go into Man of Tomorrow and know what salvation is. you'll find out everything you need to know about it in the movie. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's a good thing. Reading. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this. I honestly don't want to see him directing every single Superman movie. But I think wherever Superman is gonna be, I think James Gunn is gonna follow and direct it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I don't think I want that. I don't mind him directing another Superman movie, but I want to see other directors getting involved. I want to see other directors take on these characters. I really do. Oh, this movie's failing bad. Tron only made. Oh my goodness. This guy is not a big box office draw. He's not a box office draw. I don't know why people talk about Jared Leto like he's like a big draw. He's not. He sucks. Weirdo. But anyway, yeah. Put up my mic. Okay, just want to make sure my mic was on. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I just want to hang out for a little bit. I think I went on for an hour change. That's good enough. But thank you for watching. Catch you guys on Thursday. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, share this content with everybody. Thank you, everybody that showed up and chop it up with me. Comics N, thank you. I appreciate you. That's my homie. That's my home girl. Where is it? What you gotta bounce? You left. You're super funny. But yeah, thank you, Lay, for hanging out. Thank you, Happy 3D Model. Thank you, Ryan Kerr. Oh, look, I didn't know you were here, buddy. Thank you, Jaylene, Andy. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you who showed up. See you next Thursday. Thanks for the great stream. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you for thank you for the kind words. But guys, thank you. Share. You know what I always say. Never let your nerd die.